Stadium for the inaugural game in the USLW League of North, Minnesota Aurora FC. Let's welcome both teams to the field.
So Matt Provartsky, who's one of our co-founders, had the idea of bringing a group together to explore bringing a women's team into town. And I was already thinking big. I was already down the road of filling stadiums, where we could play, who we were going to call, how we were going to market the team. So I was excited from the very beginning, and I knew that the Twin Cities would support us.
I thought it was worth a try. I thought it was a really interesting niche. I thought they would hit a sweet spot that would allow them to have moderate success. And I really feel like that in this last year, even though I spent so much time around Vikings, Timberwolves, Lynx, Twins, whatever else, I think this was the sports story of the year.
We had no name, no coach, no players, nowhere to play, and yet we still went out to the community and asked people to give us their money, and they did, which was incredible. And our original goal had been $500,000. We would have been ecstatic at $500,000. We raised $1 million, which was the maximum we could raise several days before the closing deadline, and we never in a million years thought we were going to get there.
Obviously, the sport is exploding in the United States, and it's really evident in the amount of teams that are coming up. It's really evident in the amount of passion and just vocalness of women who are like, no, we want to play and we want a voice, and that's what makes it special.
We wanted a super inclusive environment. We really do want them to feel so loved and really just feel that community with everybody else. Having a team and letting little girls know that they can go do things if they want to. There's now going to be a path for you, which is a really cool thing to be a part of.
We have 3,080 owners, which means that at any given time, there are over 3,000 people out there wanting to share our message and invite their friends to games and their neighbors to games. It's been absolutely the key to our secret sauce.
To market a women's sports team that is about all the right things in this market, that puts you on a different footing than just somebody who's just trying to sell tickets.
It was probably about 5:30 when the ticket office texted me and said, we just sold the last ticket. And so we were able to go on social media and announce that we had a sellout for our home opener, which was just unheard of, right? It was more than 6,000 people coming out to see a brand new team play amateur women's soccer. Was incredible.
They had celebrities showing up, they had athletes showing up, they had Vikings showing up, they had soccer fans, they had people who just wanted to support a women's venture. They cobbled together all these different groups into a sellout crowd. It was pretty magical.
Good, now pick up the pace on the pass. Good hands, Sarah, great hands.
The more I learned about Aurora, I just was so drawn to it. I felt like it was a representation of what I'm about, community owned, all female staff. There's a ton that's going into this that everybody seems really involved and really wants this to happen, and I just fell in love with it and was like, yeah, sign me up.
We didn't have any expectations about on the field because it was our first game and we tied. But then we went on the road and we started winning all of our games. So by the time the team came home, we were undefeated. And that's when we started getting big ideas about the soccer and what Nicole had delivered for us from a soccer standpoint.
We just meshed immediately. Like, I think our coaches did an incredible job of recruiting. We all just get along so well, and we understand the importance of this team. It's not just us, it's this entire community that's invested their time and energy into this, and we take a lot of pride in that.
The women are so tough. Like, you can literally watch them get hit with a soccer ball right in the face and they will just keep playing. And so when you look at that, I think it comes because the women have fought so hard to be on the stage in the first place that they want to give the fans the best possible experience they can.
The experience was great. The atmosphere was great. The soccer was good. You know they're about the right things. You know that the people sitting next to you in the stands are about the right things. They're in that sweet spot where they can be very successful doing exactly what they do.
Get on your feet and make some noise! It's the championship game. It's the league final. Let's get this place rocking.
I remember growing up watching like the U.S. women's national team, and I think that's what got me into soccer. Just when like Olympics and World Cups and everything like that. So it means a lot that we have so many young girls who come out and can watch us play and hopefully play on this team one day.
If you're a little girl growing up now, you can do whatever you want. You can play whatever sport you want, and you can play it at the highest level. I think that's really important because that didn't exist, not that long ago.
There's plenty of space for the women, and we can contribute. We are contributing. We're going to continue to contribute.
I think the rise of the Aurora and other women's sports will just make this a more natural process where, of course, we're going to invest in women's sports. It's just a good idea.
I hear time and time again, especially in the space that I'm in, that like nobody watches women's sports, nobody cares, whatever. I'm like, BS. Like, look at how many people show up to our games. It gives me a lot of hope for the future of women's sports.
I'm excited that we have a chance to leave a legacy in the Twin Cities that my grandchildren will enjoy, my great-grandchildren, and that we were a part of something so special and that we achieved far beyond anything we had set out to achieve. I'm just really excited for the possibilities of the future and growing the team and bringing more people into Aurora.